can you talk a little bit about addictions? I have an addiction and I want desperately to stop. I have had some really great awakening, life-changing awakening, but I still have this addiction. I guess I'm hoping there is hope for me. Hey, Keaton, I hope I say your name correctly. Firstly, I'm not an expert in addiction, so I wouldn't use non-duality teachers as like your only source of information on the addiction. I think learning it maybe can have some effect, like learning and the awakenings can have the effects on the addiction. But I would go to people that specialize in addiction and understand it from a physiological point of view. I have addiction. I am, I don't want to say I am a bulimic because I'm not an active bulimic, but when I was younger I was bulimic, and at the age of 20 I stopped it. But like an alcoholic, you never say that you're not it anymore. Like it's not active in this. But I still have addictive tendencies towards sugar and high fat food, and and it happens so automatically. So if somebody starts, I remember this one guy on retreat once. It's not one guy actually. His name's Lewis. He's a very nice guy, and he's from Switzerland. And he's been to quite a few of my retreats. I didn't mean to say one guy. I just sometimes try and hide people's identities. Lewis, if you're listening. And he makes flavors. And I remember one day he described to us the perfect chocolate. And I don't think I was the only one where this was happening, but I could just feel my mouth like producing like extra saliva. And if I was a dog and out of control, I could imagine it just like dribbling down my cheeks. And I just know that I'm affected by sugar. Like if there's like, if I'm with my partner, say, and there's an open bar of chocolate, in his open bar of chocolate, and he's speaking to me and not eating it, my eyes will just keep automatically flicking down to the chocolate. And then when he's eating it, and then with the smell, it's just so strong for me. I love it. I love it. It tastes amazing, chocolate. So it's not out of control anymore, and I know why it got out of control, because of my emotions and my family situation and not consciousness of it. So I don't binge anymore or anything like that. But I also don't surround myself with like loads of chocolate and loads of crisps, because that's going to be too much of a distraction for me. And I'm not going to binge on it, but more than likely I'm going to eat it, and then my taste buds are going to become more attuned to it, so I'm going to want it and crave it even more. So I don't tend to have it in the house. And I suspect that that's never going to change with awakenings, with work on myself. I suspect that I'm genetically highly sensitive to sugars and fats. There could be some deep emotional thing that I've not seen that's connected to it, and I'm open to that. But I suspect after like 20 years of now being in remission, I don't know what you call it, like not doing it, that it's, and all the things that have happened, that it's just a very biological reaction. And I think that there's lots of groups where you can learn techniques and how to deal with addictive tendencies. And I do think they are genetic and physiological. But I do believe wholeheartedly that they can be brought under control, and there can be insight in them which stops them destroying your life if you're like addicted to drugs or something, or food even. Like food addiction can destroy people's life. I know many people it's destroyed their life. So I would look up like expert advice. I think that the best I've heard of say alcoholism and drugs is AA. I've heard that works really well, and seeing it as a very physiological and biological process, and also there is this other element where it can be emotional as well, and exploring that. Yeah, I hope that helps.